good job with this. It's definitely very real. Definitely something people can relate to for sure. So, the two actors did a really good job, and it was nicely written and nicely paced. It was interesting to see it all take place in just a few, just a few cuts. So, good job there for sure. And yeah, the script really kind of went to a lot of uncomfortable places that, make us think about things. So, good job with that too, being very thought provoking that way. So yeah, the actors did a great job. It was a nice script. It was well directed, well put together. So yeah, no, good luck with this. I hope it gets out there and gets seen.
I really like the approach to how y'all made Toxic with the one shot, just stay locked off, just let the actors act and let that be the focal point. I think that was a strong choice as a director. The 4:3 aspect ratio made really put us in the scene and made us feel like we're there, really like intimate vibes. So I really rock with that. And then the actors really carried, This is like the type of script that where it's all on them, you know what I'm saying? And I think to either elevate the material or sink the material. And I think they elevated it for sure. So yeah, great job.
Toxic. I really liked this actually. It's just a very simple setup, two shot, um, black and white. Loved this. It was such a simple yet not simple um, plot, I guess, scene, concept, with two people arguing that are in a relationship. And it was actually kind of torture to watch because this type of argument is so indicative. To me, it's indicative of a toxic relationship, hence the title. It was just so hard to watch. Two people who weren't really listening to each other, and understanding each other and trying to figure each other out and why, they felt the way they felt. And it was like this, and it was just so hard to watch this scene. But that means it was really well done. It was really well acted as well. I think it sometimes can be hard when you're just in a two shot like this, a close up of both of you, and the camera shows it all. And I thought the actors did really good with the subtleties of this in their facial expressions, the emotions. Wasn't over the top at all. I, as a matter of fact, was like, why does he say she's got a problem with anger? I don't really feel like she's that angry right now. Like, she could have been so much more angry. So it might have been a little bit understated. Maybe it could have been a little bit more emotional. But other than that, I mean, I really think it was just really well done. It was interesting. It kept me wondering where it's going. And then at one point, I just realized these two are just not on the same page. And it was a little bit torture to watch after that because I just wanted her to just say, this isn't working, and get up and leave. And just break up with the guy. But is that terrible? I really liked watching this. Good job to everybody involved, and I hope you do really well.
So I just watched Toxic. I loved the film. I thought it was really, really well done. This is a film that is completely verite, and it feels 100% real. I thought the filmmakers did a great job of pulling the verite aspect of this film off. And, I love how the film is very minimalist. I really feel like the film earns that minimalism. I love the concept of this film. It's very much in the style of the French New Wave, but it's distinctly modern and updated for modern audiences. The performances are excellent. The full depth of their individual characters, as well as the relationship between them and their dynamic, comes through very strongly and very clearly. I just thought this was very strong filmmaking, and I really enjoyed watching it.
Hi, these are my comments on Toxic. I really enjoyed this short. I think that, first of all, to do it in one take was a really big feat. And so I thought the actors were really smart and did a great job. It was really well performed. They had a lot of chemistry. And I think you can tell that it was really well rehearsed, and a lot of time went into just creating the banter and the shared history between the two actors. I also love the twist at the end. I think it was very smart to not have us know what the argument was about, and not really sure. I mean, I'm inclined to pick a side already, and I think because it is such a microcosm of a toxic relationship. You already kind of feel oriented in that world, which I think is because of the smart writing. But to have the twist at the end with the boyfriend recording it the whole time just really put the nail on the head of like how toxic this relationship is. And I think the themes of toxicity and listening versus projecting, all of those things came through really clearly, both in the performance, the behavior, and again, to do it in one take, I think is really phenomenal. So a really enjoyable short, and I think watching a bigger, blown out version of this would also be really enjoyable, just because of how baked in and how grounded the actors and the scene felt.
Hi, so this is my commentary on Toxic. So what I did enjoy about this short is the sort of one shot, even though there are two other shots, the sort of one shot take of the entire short. I think that's was a really interesting choice made by the director, and I think it was really well done. It's not boring or anything like that, but it is very artistic, and I enjoyed it, and I think it really does well to sort of put you in this place with the couple of sort of uncomfort, being stuck, and unable to sort of like move from this one place, which it seems they seem to be in this singular argument that just keeps recurring, and the sort of toxicity that happens around that. So I think that was really cool. I think the actors were great. I think they sort of played well off of each other. I did too enjoy the black and white. For some reason, I think that just worked really well. The thought of color being in it made me think, no, that wouldn't have been a good choice. But yeah, the black and white sort of really did well. Yeah, I think it was a great shot.
Toxic was wonderful because it was so real and raw. The performances were amazing. They were so good that they didn't even feel like performances. It felt like none of it was scripted. It felt like it was just either a couple having a real argument or two very skilled actors just being in the moment and improving. And it was so emotionally fraught, like the tension and all of the feelings and emotions were brimming just under the surface, and it was like you're on the edge of your seat watching. It was so engaging to watch. I think the choice of having it in black and white was also a really great choice, and also just having it so simple, just like one shot, kind of like on the ground looking at them. It was really raw, and it really felt like, we were a fly on the wall for a real conversation, and it was amazing to watch. Great job, everybody involved. It was simple but super effective and impactful.